Good morning. Welcome to Hawthorn Cottage Craft Vlogmas 2024. It is day one, Sunday the 1st of December. It feels like a blink since the last Vlogmas, but here we are, ready to go again. The countdown to Christmas is on. You're very welcome here in Hawthorn Cottage, and hopefully you'll enjoy this run up to Christmas, joining me as I get ready and just see how I spend my Decembers. I should be here every day. That is my plan. There may be the odd day, but I am hoping to be here every day. Fingers crossed. I just can't believe we're here. I sat down this morning fully thinking I was going to be just reading my book and knitting for a little minute as I drank my coffee, and already there are Vlogmas videos up there, so it feels like the start of the season. It's funny how habits, things every year, just even recent things have become tradition, and Vlogmas for me is now just as much part of my Christmas tradition as all the rest. The other part of the Christmas tradition is the advent calendars, and I have mine here, and I thought I would open them with you today. I broke out and spoiled myself this year and got one full 24-day advent calendar. I've never bought a hand-dyed advent calendar that has been made up by a yarn dyer before. I have always admired and looked at them, but years previous I've just put together my own, or someone else has done it for me, and this is the first full one I've done. And this year I got mine from Circus Tonic Handmade, and throughout Vlogmas everything will be in the description box below of links and things. I'm going to try and keep all of that to a minimum over Vlogmas, just for time, but this will be linked all the time throughout Vlogmas, the different yarn dyers that I have used. So Circus Tonic Handmade is my 24-day calendar, and it came these beautiful packages and a little bag to put them into. I also have, if you can see around the edge of the bag, four little packages. These are a Homespun House's 4 Sundays of Advent, and very nicely the first day of Advent this year falls on a Sunday, so I'll get to open one today. So there's 4 little packages, and I think this might be a little stitch marker, we'll see in a moment. And of course this is the one thing I do get most years, and it's the Cozy Knitters 24 stripe Advent scheme, which will be a pair of socks. That's the only thing I know for definite what this is going to be, and this will be socks, but we will see throughout today what I decide to do with all the rest. I have ideas, but nothing set in stone just yet. So that is what I have to do now, and I can't wait. I am so excited about this. I've had this for quite a long time. Very pleased that it arrived before Canada Post went on strike. So, will we begin? Spoiler alert, if you have got any of these and don't want to see what's in them, I'll put a timestamp here on the screen of when I have opened my first ones, so that you can skip and not get spoiled, particularly maybe on the Cozy Knitter one. So look away if you don't want to see. Oh, I'm getting a peek. Oh my! This is beautiful. I don't know if there's a name on it. No, just this is the 2024 Advent. Look at those colours. This feels very different from previous years. And what's great about this is Christina, who is the Cozy Knitter, splits the 100 grams into the 250 gram skeins. So, and marks where you start for each sock, so that they are matching. So that will be wound up into cakes later today and started. This is always my morning project. First thing in the morning I put in my stripe for the day. It'll be a bit late today, obviously, but that is very exciting. So that is the first thing. Then what do we open next? What do we open next? I think we will open the first Sunday in Advent. So yeah, this is the first Sunday in Advent from a Homespun House. These are all sock sets. I'm not sure if I'll start them during the Advent season. It depends on how I get on with all the rest, but I might. You never know. So what have we got here? Oh my word. I might have to cast these on. What about a colour being in my ballpark? If you have ever watched my videos, if you're a returning viewer, you will know that green is my favourite colour. I knit a lot of green and that is just perfect. They call it Chestnut Lodge, the first Sunday in Advent. Oh my goodness. And the lovely little contrasting colour. Oh my goodness is all I can say. That is just gorgeous. I cannot wait to start these. These might get cast on. I can feel these getting cast on. And we shall see what's in this little pouch. Oh, a little progress keeper. Let me see if I can show it to you properly. Right, let me see if I can get it to focus. Yeah, anyway, it's a little gingerbread man. You'll see it, I would say, over the next week or so. There it is. So that will go on to my project. I'll just put it onto the yarn now so that I don't lose it. Oh, feels like Christmas Day already. There we go. So that's me all set up there. And the Circus Tonic Handmade. This, I think, is going to be really interesting. I'm really looking forward to this one because I don't think it's traditional to me, Christmas colours, which I like the thought of. So yeah, ooh, wait and see. So number one, day one. And I have a feeling it's a fade. I think. I'm not sure. I think it's a fade. So put it in here. So it's a, the colours might not show up particularly well. It's almost like a very pale greeny blue. Kind of coming out grey there on the camera, but there's, I think the lighting's not great, it's still quite early, but greeny blue. So I need to decide on a project for these. I think it probably will be a wrap. I had considered knitting a garment, but I don't think I have the brain space in the run up to Christmas to yarn manage and figure all that out. But I'll think about that later in the day. I am just so pleased with my advents. This is so exciting. So that is the Circus Tonic Handmade Advent Day 1. let's talk Christmas knitting plans. I realised that I had said and I had put on a time for when you could skip so that you didn't have to see the advents being opened. The problem is I am going to be using my advents, so they're going to be visible anyway. So hopefully I'll not have spoiled anything for you by the time you're watching this. But Christmas knitting plans. I'm trying to keep it simple this Christmas. I have knit, I've knit a couple of gifts, which I will show you after Christmas because I think the recipients might be watching this. And I always do a vlog for the week after Christmas Day, and I'll show you those then. Those are the only Christmas presents that I'm knitting. I'm not a present knitter normally, so anything I'm knitting I want to just keep simple for this month so that I can enjoy it and relax. It's meant to be relaxing. I actually finished a pair of socks last night that are Christmassy, and I have another pair that I have on the needles already, and I just still want to finish those over this period. But anything else I've got on the needles has kind of been set aside for this month, and it's just Christmas knitting this month. So I'll show you the socks that I finished last night. Sorry, I have a frog in my throat. So I finished these last night. They need blocked. They are the West Yorkshire Spinners Yuletide colour. And I think their plain green is evergreen. And they're just a plain vanilla sock. I do 64 stitches, 2x2 rib. I think there's 20 rows in this rib. It depends on what notion I take. It's usually over 15, rarely more than 20. I knit my socks on a 2.5mm, which is a US 1.5 needle. And yeah, I finished these. These were a really quick knit. I find stripy socks knit quickly because I just want to keep working on the stripes. I also put in an afterthought heel to these because I wanted to keep the stripes even. And I'm really happy with them. They're sparkle, which I'm not sure, oh, you can see it a little bit. They're very sparkly. And I like the West Yorkshire Spinners. It's 75% wool, 25% nylon. Their sock wool is just really sturdy sock wool, and the socks are long lasting. The other pair that I am working on is in this yarn. Again, it's West Yorkshire Spinners. It's their Nutcracker colour, and again it's sparkly. I know I've a lot of light here, but and this is them again. It's a 2.5mm needle, 2x2 rib. This time I'm just doing the entire sock in this yarn. I did put a heel flap and gusset into this one, which the stripes are still even, but I do have a double green just the way it worked in, and that doesn't bother me. So I wasn't going to start rearranging yarn to sort that out. So those are working well. I'm well down the foot of the first one. My stitch marker, and I have a number of these, any stitch marker I think basically, bar the one I got this morning from a homespun house. Any of these little polymer clay markers are from Chapelview Crafts, and that's all linked in the description box. Lovely plum pudding, so feeling very Christmassy, and the Christmas bags are out, and you know that the like, this is one that I made years ago with my jingle bells on it. So those are the projects that I had already on the needles. Another one that I got started is living in last year's bag from Sandy by the Lakeside. And it was lovely. A few weeks ago, I didn't actually put this in my last episode, but a few weeks ago I met up with Sandy in Dublin. Emma, who is Woolly Mammoth Fibres, and I went down on the train together and met Sandy. She was over from Canada, and it was just lovely seeing her. And you will probably see throughout Vlogmas that she's one of the vlogs that I follow, so if you don't follow her Vlogmas is lovely. Anyway, I'm using one of her bags. I link actually, both Sandy and Emma were very good on the day that we met, and they vlogged it. I took a couple of photographs and put them on Instagram. I was lazy, I didn't vlog. But I'll link both their vlogs up above, so that if you want to see the meetup in Dublin, you can. Anyway, I go off on tangents, if you didn't already know that. Okay. As you know, I got the Cozy Knitter yarn, and hopefully, as I said, this isn't spoiling it, but I have wound it up, and it is gorgeous. It is so pretty. So this is the Cozy Knitter yarn, and the idea is that you knit a stripe every day, and because it's in 2 bits, you can do get both socks on the go and stripe them at the same time, so that you have a finished pair of socks at the same time on Christmas Eve. Christina also gives you the option of putting in minis so that you can do contrasts, and the mini this year was just plain cream, which will go well. And what was really good is that these were packed separately from this package, so you could get prepared, and I have done that. I have prepared these. I prepared these a few weeks ago when I got the yarn, and have already knit the cuffs, so now this afternoon I can just get into knitting my socks without having this bit to do. So I'm really, really happy with that. So these will be my early morning Christmas Vlogmas knitting. All my toppers, I think these are new. The most of my toppers are from Audacious You, which again is linked. So that is my Cozy Knitter Advent socks, and they will begin taking shape now this afternoon. This afternoon is an afternoon of knitting, and I can't wait. I did cave in and wind up the yarn from a homespun house, and it is going to live in this little bag, which is from Birch Grove. Again, I'll link it, that I got a couple of years ago, but I felt it very appropriate for the yarn. So it's ready to go, and this is her little stitch marker. I'm not sure who makes the stitch markers for Homespun House. And the colourway was Chestnut Lodge. So I am going to cast on socks today, and I will do the cuffs and the toes in the contrast, and then just knit the main body and heel of the sock with this. I just, oh my goodness, that is just my colours. As you can see, I love my green. For anybody who wants to know, I'm wearing The Weekender by Andrea Murray. So those will be put on. Not sure, I think I'll do those in a pattern, but I'm not sure what pattern yet. And the final thing is my Advent from Circus Tonic Handmade. So I did decide on what I am going to knit with it. I wound up the little ball, and I will get this started today, and this is what I am going to knit. It's the Wrap It Real Good by Ambo O'Brien, which is designed for minis. mini skeins. And what I didn't say was that this is DK. I decided to get a DK Advent. But I thought this was really pretty. And I just add in my new colour every day. Keeping it simple. The one thing in searching for a pattern to knit is that I have now an absolute list of patterns that I want to knit, because I saw so many that I was tempted by, and then just thought, no, those will be for after Christmas. I've plenty of yarn to get through. I'll keep some of those for then. But this just seemed a match made in heaven, because it was already written for mini skeins, DK weight, to be used with advent calendars. And I'm going to house it in this bag from Mary's Makery, which again is an older bag, but it's timeless and I love it. And it's nice and big, it'll hold the bigger project really well. So those are my knitting plans, and yeah, that's what I'm going to settle into this afternoon. I think there's sport on the television. There might be Formula 1 at some point. So we'll have to watch that, I'm sure. And I don't mind. Actually, I don't mind it on in the background, and I will knit to my heart's content. And I'll talk to you later. So I have made some progress this afternoon. I cast on the wrap, and I have the first colour done. So there appears to be two pattern repeats that just, you alternate between them with each colour. So this is the first one. This yarn is beautiful. It's 100% superwash merino. It's very soft. But it appears to be quite a straightforward pattern. Certainly the first section was. So I have that done. That really, I think this will be quite quick each day. It's not going to be very time consuming, which is nice, because I've so many other wee bits that I want to do that I feel I can do them all and not be bogged down by one particular project. So it's going to be quite wide, which should be lovely for a wrap. So yeah, progress has been made, a start has been made, and I'm looking forward to day 2 of that one. And I got my cozy knitter socks started. I have the first stripe done for each of them. Whoops. So it was so handy having these cuffs already done. So I'm very happy with that. I really love the colours just from what I can see so far, and I think this was a stunning colour to start with, so I'm very, very happy with this project. So yeah, that's those started. I haven't started the other socks yet. I plan to do that now this evening. It's just about time to go and start to make the dinner, and then I've this to edit and get up for you. But this evening when I'm sitting tonight is every year we watch Strictly Come Dancing, which is, I think, in the US Dancing with the Stars is the equivalent, and it's the results of this week's competition is tonight. And then the other thing that we all watch is I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, and with that to watch tonight. So I will get the socks cast on with the homespun house and see how far we get with that. But for now I need to go and make dinner, get this edited, and I'll see you tomorrow.